Hey guys, I'm Sadie and I wanted to talk about 4 habits that are going to help you become a lot more successful. We're constantly trying to adopt new habits to be more successful. I know that I'm the one that's constantly trying something new. We work on getting up early, drinking more water, being in a diet, not eating stuff that you shouldn't be eating, making a to-do list for the day, reading more books, or even if you print it out and use a habit tracking sheet or journal. It's important to pick up these habits, you guys, but it's also important to drop the ones that are not gonna get you to where you want to be in life. The habits hindering your progression towards your goals are often so subtle that you may not even realize that where you have picked them up, to be honest. These have likely become so ingrained into your daily routine that breaking them feels a little bit scary. So don't let that stop you. You're more than capable of replacing a less desirable habit with those that push you to be better. And I'm going to go ahead and talk about the 4 habits that I mentioned, but altogether make sure that you keep track of them. And after 21 days it's a habit. After 66 days you cannot break them. It literally feels like you're going crazy. The next one is going to be procrastination. I used to be the queen of not being disciplined and procrastinating on everything. And we've all heard the moments that we rather check the TV schedule, or even I love to sew and craft and stuff like that, or bling something out. And that's another one that you might want to put in the burner for a little bit. And social media, it won't hurt you to shorten that list, of course. And I want to give you some pointers the next time that you're unable or feeling like you can't focus. I have ADHD, which I take a supplement for, and it really does help. You can see the difference right away. Complete the most difficult tasks first. It will make it easier to motivate yourself to accomplish the things that make your way down your to-do list. Next one is going to be reward yourself, even if it's something small. When my husband and I were super broke 5 years ago, when I had lost everything through a very messy divorce, we would just go and get a little bit of ice cream, and that made such a difference. And it helped us, even just gummy bears or something like that. And it's easier to get things done when there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's easier to get things done when there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Studying, trying to get through a book that you don't necessarily, maybe you don't even like reading as it is. Or maybe that you're not in love with, but that you want to finish. And for every chapter or page, to give yourself a little bit of credit, maybe listen to a song or something like that. Or enjoy a few gummy bears. Whatever you get motivated by, just something that you really enjoy. Hold yourself accountable, whether you trust yourself to get things done, or you find a coworker or friend to make sure that you finish a task by the deadline. Because remember, accountability is the key. It is super important, and it's what makes this world go round. You stop hanging out with the wrong people. Now, this was hard for me because I'm a sanguine, meaning that I love people. I want to be surrounded by people, and I enjoy being around people. So when you hang out with the wrong people, you are making a huge impact in your life. Choose your friends wisely. Out of 5 people, you're gonna be the 5th to do whatever they do. If they're drinkers, you're gonna drink. If they're drug addicts, you're gonna be a drug addict, and so on. And if you find that they're not, maybe distance yourself just from those relationships. Remember, you and your happiness come first. If a relationship is no longer serving you, then don't be afraid to walk away from it. Don't be afraid to push yourself. Ultimately, work ethic is the most important step to achieving goals. You have all the excitement and the motivation in the world, but it won't mean anything if you're not willing to put in the work. If you will never regret going above and beyond the bare minimum. Injuries aside, have you ever finished the workout though? Or have you ever finished a workout and thought, God, I really wish I hadn't done that? Probably not. Push yourself to see what you can accomplish. Do the hard work, even when it's hard. The reward isn't always immediate, but it's always worth it. I promise you that. And do you want to know what it took to make somebody successful? Take a good look at their habits. Specifically, it's important for you to look at their habits that they don't have. Getting rid of bad habits can take practice and a whole lot of correction and starting again. But the result will be in your head, in the game, and your goals at the forefront. So let's focus on reaching those amazing goals in your life. And remember that if you're an A player stuck in a B game, there's absolutely nothing that will happen in your life unless you have the ability to push the negative things aside. None of us are perfect in this endeavor at all whatsoever. We might seem a little bit polished, we might have a little tiny bit money than the average Joe, and we might be people that look a certain way, but we're human beings and we all started to where you are and have been. And so don't be afraid. Look for somebody who has the life that you want. You cannot hang out with losers and expect to be a winner. I know it makes you feel good about yourself because you feel like you're above the crowd, but ultimately if they're not at your ambition level and above, they're gonna drag you down and make you do things that you should not be doing, and you know what those things are. May the Lord bless you tremendously. May things go well in your life. And as always, if you're an A player stuck in a B game, hit me up because I know I could help. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.